I read over 50 books on manifestation, spirituality, and consciousness, and this is the one secret I want you to know. The secret to achieving and manifesting everything that you want is you have to go through adversity. You have to go through adversity because these books are going to instruct you and teach you and open up your mind and give you new perspectives. But it's not the knowledge that is the secret. It's the application of the knowledge. It's the need of the knowledge that is the secret. And until you go through an initiation, until you have no choice but to apply what it is teaching you in your own adversity, in your own journey, you're not going to experience it. It's the same way you can't, everyone is going to have their own different perspective on religion, on faith, on, why we're here on earth. But it's until you go through your own experience, it's until you go through your own journey, or until you reach a place in your life where you need to discover your purpose, it's just gonna be like your brain is gonna interpret it as just like collected, like, more things, more clothes in your closet. You know how you have those clothes in your closet you bought and you never wore? That's how the secret is. The secret is only a secret if you apply it and if you see it become made manifest. So all these other books, they're all speaking about how powerful your mind is and how everything originates in the mind. The first Hermetic law is the principle of mentalism. Everything is mental. Mind and matter are one. What you observe, you give life to, you feed. There's always a delay between what you think about and when it is made manifest. The same way how if you want a child right now, a child takes 9 months in incubation, 9 months where you don't see the baby, right, before it is possibly born. There's also a chance it may not be born. There may be some complications. It's the same thing. It's the same process, right? When you're trying to manifest, when you're trying to create change in your life, there's always a season of, you have this idea and you're putting that action behind it, but you're not seeing it just yet. You're not seeing the fruits of it. You're not seeing anything. You're possibly in that middle phase, or you're just starting and you're not seeing anything unfold, anything really, any of the manifestation of that idea. So mind is the most important. The second thing is, the second tip that I want to share with you guys is that I got from these books. These books, I can name them. Many Lives, Many Masters, really great book. I just finished that book. The Science of Mind, Parallel Realities of Self. I think it's called The 3 Magic Words. Really, really, really good book. The Kundalini Compendium, The Magus. Now these are all spiritual focused books, talking about energy and chakras and healing. What else have I read? I've read The Complete Reader by Neville Goddard. All of James Allen's books for the most part, right? Like How Mind is Master, really good book. All these books are revealing how what we see, the visible, is a manifestation of the invisible. And the invisible is always the thought of man, is always the spirit of man. And so because the invisible makes the visible, they highlight how important it is to focus on the invisible daily, to pay attention on the invisible, how everything has a cause and effect, and the cause is always in the mind. And matter is a manifestation of the mind. So when people manifest things, or when people strive to great success and it seems by chance, they are explaining that there is no such thing as chance. Chance is law. It's the law of cause and effect. It's the law of mind turning into matter. But the secret, it's like it's only until you apply it. It's only until you bear witness to the miracle of the application of the secret that it becomes a secret worth keeping a secret. The secret isn't a secret to people who don't apply it. Like, people always ask me, how do I achieve certain things? How have I overcome this? Well, it's the secret. I'm teaching you the secret. But the secret isn't a secret to people who don't want to apply it, or who aren't in the position, the need to apply it. That's what I'm trying to explain. That's why there are initiations. Consciousness works like this. You know, it's hard to, you know, it's like when I'm speaking to a select group of people. I'm not speaking to everybody, because everyone has a different level of awareness. How you receive this information is going to be based off what you went through, your adversity, your story, your journey, what makes sense to you, what you can conceptualize as normal. For someone else, they may watch this and feel everything that I'm saying, right? Because we're on the same level of, or a similar level of consciousness. That's why the secret is the secret, because there are some people that can't conceptualize it. They're not in that level of reality just yet. You know, so everything at its core, all these books are speaking about the importance of focusing on the inner mental planes, on the invisible. Don't get too caught up on the visible. The visible will become visible when you focus on the invisible. Mind and matter are one. Consciousness and awareness is all that there is. Everything else is a thought that became manifest. When you understand this, you will apply this to every area of your life. Health, wealth, love, happiness. You know, people who are sick, cause and effect, because it originated in their mind at some point. You know, but this is where the term, you know, God, we are gods, starts to come into play. People don't want to realize that they created scenarios that they didn't want to experience. But it's only when you go through it it's only when you look back at your journey that you realize you actually needed that experience, because it's what made you who you are. So, you know, once you can rise to this level of consciousness, this awareness of how things are made in the material world, you become desensitized, detached. You no longer look at something as out of reach. You know how the person got it. The idea started in their mind. So, mind is master. And that's it. That's it. But why is it that some people can think of certain things and they can get it, and some people can't seem to get it? Well, that's because it's not enough for you to think about it. It still doesn't feel normal. It's the way that you think about it. You might think of a Lamborghini and it might invoke a lot of emotion, like, oh my gosh. You know, for someone like me, I may think of a Lamborghini and have no emotional reaction towards it. That's a good sign of what I can attract and what you can't attract, because I'm not emotionally reactive towards it. The more emotionally reaction you give towards an experience or an object or a person, the more you view that specific thing as out of reach, as not normal for you. So what we call forth in our reality is what feels normal. It's what feels normal. It's like, you wouldn't say to yourself, I'm gonna manifest a cup of coffee, right? Someone who would say that is someone who has never drank a cup of coffee, who can't afford a cup of coffee. It feels out of reach. So now they need to manifest it. They need to put mental effort to get it, to acquire it. But for the average person, they're not gonna say, I'm gonna manifest a cup of coffee. They're just gonna go buy it. That's what I'm trying to help you guys understand. Whatever is normal to your subconscious programming, your identity, your mind can, you know, almost take it for granted. That's what shows up in your reality. That's what you could bring forth. That's what you attract. But for something that feels out of reach, there's a bit of resistance or pressure. That's a sign that even though you can think about it, you're not thinking about it from a place of neutrality. You're thinking of it from a place of almost like it's impossible. It's impossible. There's resistance there. So for someone like me, I'm able to help you shift that resistance a bit lower, so you can acquire something very similar to what you're trying to get, so you can work your way up towards a higher normal reality, like a higher amount of money or a greater level of fulfillment or purpose. There's levels to it all. So that's it. That's the video. If you took something from this, comment below. I'm enjoying making videos like this where I'm just speaking my mind and sharing what I'm learning. So, yep. See you guys.